I performed for the Sisters of Life, and let me tell you, it's the most nervous I've ever been.
Oh, I would be too, because the Sisters of Life are beautiful women, but they're a lot more straight-laced than your sisters, wouldn't you say?
What does that mean?
Interpret it however you want, and then tell me I'm wrong.
I plead the fifth.
Because there's different religious orders, you know, like you look at the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal. They're kind of like, they're rough and tumbled and beautiful.
Yeah.
Then there are other religious orders in the male who would be a lot more kind of, like the Dominicans, right?
The Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
They remind me of the Stormtroopers
okay.
from Star Wars. They're in all white. They're all very straight and sort of like, hello, I'm a Dominican.
Yeah.
I know things.
Yeah.
I like that.
So then how did they receive it? The Sisters of Life.
You know what? I couldn't tell if they were laughing.
So not great.
And then I told like a crazy story. I told an old story of mine that I actually want to re-record. I was talking to Josiah. I actually want to do a small special that's only like 20, 25 minutes long. That's like a house show or like in a really small space that I record myself. We should collaborate on that maybe. But yeah, so I don't know if they liked it, but afterwards they spoke to me about my conversion story and my witness, and they all seemed very like excited to talk to me about that. And so that was nice. And they also took a photo with me, were very sweet, but they're also nuns. So maybe they were just being nice and they're like, this guy. But it was like it was a very large pro-life event with like 900 people there. It was really cool.
Recently?
There was a bishop too.
Recently?
Yeah, recently in Arizona. Like 2 months ago.
It's wild because you just became Catholic recently and you've had already so many Catholics. That's so lovely.
I know. It's so funny because I felt like everyone was waiting for a little bit after my baptism and be like, okay, he's being serious. He's being serious.
We'll see if it takes.
Yeah. And so I've been like, it's been great. I feel so good to be able to use my comedy for something that feels real, you know, intangible, some tangible good, you know, whereas like usually you're just doing jokes for like you feel like I'm a chicken finger salesman at the end of the day. I go to comedy clubs and they make their money from selling cocktails and chicken fingers, and that's kind of why I'm there, so that they can make money, you know. And of course I want to believe like I'm making people happy and giving them like some sort of refuge from the horror of life, and like laughter is so important. When we laugh, I feel like we're close to God, but like I am a chicken finger salesman. So it feels good to be like, oh, I'm here like bringing joy to these people and we're like raising money for a real thing. Or like Catholics are seeing me be like a person who's doing things that you don't expect Catholics to do, you know? Mm-hmm. And so that's like maybe edifying isn't the word I want. What's the word I want? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing something more tangible that's good now. Yeah. So
do you have, when you go give a comedy special, let's say at this thing you did in Utah, do you have people who recognize that you're Catholic from other things you've done and want to talk about that now?
Yes. Yeah. So my fan base is a lot of my old fans have stayed, and they're so wonderful and great, and I appreciate them immensely. And then now I have this new group of fans who are all Catholics, or like even Protestants and Orthodox, just Christians in general, and they come to the show and they're always so cool. Like I went from having shows and not doing meet and greets because I was getting sexually harassed by like women.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's the worst.
I was just making a joke. I was trying to pretend that I was sexually harassing you. But no, let's go with your interpretation.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's never who you want.
It's never who you want.
It's always just,
Josiah said, "There's a nun right there."
It's always some guy's drunk aunt, and she's like, "I love you. Let me lift your shirt up," and you're like, "Never in my life." And you're trying to karate her away, but she's so strong, and like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just awkward. And so I stopped doing meet and greets for a while because I was just so awkward about it. And then, you know, I converted, and this new tour, I started being like, well, these crowds they seem like cool. Like, let's do a meet and greet and see what this is all about. Yeah. And they've been incredible. I'm talking about like, I've received relics, like gifts. I've had priests come and give me blessings and like give me spiritual guidance, and like I've made so many friends, and people bring me like this guy from this company called Motherboards. He brought me all these skateboards that have like saints on them and like awesome
You're
stuff.
gonna have to give her one.
I know. I have a Joan of Arc skateboard that rocks. And so they're so cool, and like so they're icons on skateboards, like straight up. It's the best. And so many people have done so many beautiful and cool things, or given me letters talking about how my witness has like really helped them. And then I've also had a lot, I mean, hundreds of people come to shows and be like, I came back to the church after listening to you, or my parents showed me you, and now I'm like discerning Christianity again. Like it's like so good. So comedy has like, it's so funny. I was so burnt out. And then after my conversion now, I'm not doing anything different. I'm still doing comedy. I'm not even doing comedy about my faith, but somehow by just like putting God first in my life and trying to like always put that out there, it has made my work more rewarding, which is so interesting because really I haven't changed anything. That set I was doing before my conversion, and now that set has like got new meaning. It's just interesting that God is like, oh, I'll just take this and now it's better and we're doing something good with it. Thank you, Shayne, for trying, you know? That feels so good. So it's been sick. Wow. The amount of people who have talked to me about converting or reverting because of our interview, and then just like basically being like, you're a weird guy, I'm a weird person, I didn't know I could do this I didn't know you were allowed to be weird and Catholic. There's a lot of that. And I'm like, yeah, you're allowed to be weird and Catholic? For sure you are. Most of us are weird if you go and start paying attention, you know? So It's been really good.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. So many people, like so many. I have like, I screenshot like every message I get because I can't reply to all of them. But like I think right now in a folder, like 400 something screenshots of people being like, I am in RCIA or I've reverted because of like your comedy or your interviews or just whatever. It's been great.
I'd print those out. Put them somewhere and give thanks to God.
Yeah, that's kind of my plan. So it's been good.
Men, do you feel stuck in old idols or burdened by the pharaohs of our time? Do you know that you're capable of so much more than you're giving today? Exodus 90 is the #1 freedom app to help you become the man you were created to be. Exodus 90 is a powerful 90-day journey to freedom in Jesus Christ, and it starts on January 20th. I've met so many men from all around the world who have been blessed by Exodus 90. So download the Exodus 90 app today to join tens of thousands of men from all around the world for Exodus 90, starting January 20th, leading up to Easter Sunday. We all have pharaohs and idols in our lives, things that hold us back from being who we were created to be, things that keep us from love. It's time to leave our pharaohs and idols behind to journey to uncommon freedom in Jesus Christ. Join the men of Exodus 90 and Father Boniface Hicks, Benedictine monk and renowned spiritual director, who is the spiritual guide for Exodus 90 this year. We will establish daily habits of prayer, discipline, and brotherhood as we journey to greater freedom in Jesus Christ. So, go to exodus90.com/Matt to learn more about Exodus 90. That's exodus90.com/Matt to join tens of thousands of men from all around the world for Exodus 90, starting Monday, January 20th, and leading up to Easter Sunday.